Hello, Aries. Welcome to your monthly reading for August 2024. This is for Aries and Aries rising and Aries moon. And as always, if you want to go straight to the tarot reading, the timestamp is in the description box. But this is definitely a month that you want to pay attention to. Astrologically, we have some really, really big shifts in August. Okay, a lot to unpack here. There are definitely going to be some truly amazing aspects. You can see what's underlined in green are big aspects that I really want you to pay attention to. The blue asterisk, the best aspects of the month, and not everything is up here. We will go through them. I just want to give you a big overview right now of this big month that is happening now. Great aspects. You're definitely going to feel the golden rays of them, of all this abundance. But August will also feel like a roller coaster at some times, especially when we hit mid-month. You could feel like you are in a car with a student driver. This is a month that is all about practicing patience. And one of the reasons why is because you're definitely going to feel a squeeze mid-month. We'll talk about it. We do have some Saturn squares, but it is also a month where we kick it off with Mercury retrograde. Mercury is going to be retrograde all month long. So imagine living in a high rise. Aries, you live in the penthouse. You live in the penthouse, you get in the elevator, and you see the most adorable kid, okay, has pressed all the buttons in the elevator. All right. You're going to smile. You're going to smile. You're going to be grateful that you live in this penthouse. You're going to work with these energies. This is what it's going to feel like, this patience energy for August. Now, you see that we also have like this amazing new moon. All right. That's going to be on Sunday, August 4th, this new moon in Leo. But the same day, Mercury will go retrograde officially. So you're going to feel a slowdown as soon as we hit the ground running. All right. It may even feel like we hit the ground walking, or even walking in circles. All right. Because Saturn, Neptune, Pluto are also retrograde. So what does this mean? A big month to reassess a lot of things that are happening in your life right now. It really is one of those pivotal months in terms of thinking about your future, the next steps, next plans. Now with Mercury retrograde, it's as long as you're mentally prepared for Mercury retrograde. We all know that there's miscommunication. There may be some, travel mishaps and whatnot. Maybe there's flight delays. That's what Mercury retrograde does. But again, as long as you're mentally prepared, you'll be fine, okay? Everyone is affected differently by Mercury retrograde. And I also did a separate Mercury retrograde video. Mercury's going to be retrograde in Virgo. I did a separate Mercury retrograde video, what not to do, what to avoid. I'll leave it at the end of this video. Coincidentally, I made it while Mercury was in Virgo retrograde last year. All right. Now, again, with Mercury retrograde, a lot of people from your past could come back. That is going to be really interesting. You see, Mercury does move into Leo. So Mercury's, as it retrogrades, moves back into Leo. All right. So the first half of this month, Mercury in Virgo, maybe reassessing a lot of things, your daily activities, even health, your routines. Once Mercury retrogrades in Leo, relationships, love, exes, things, creativity. There really is just going to be a lot of reassessing things about your future. Now, this new moon in Leo, it's at 13 degrees. It's very like ambitious energy, goal oriented. 13 degree really relates to Cardinal Aries. So you're going to love this one. This is an excellent new moon where Jupiter and your ruling planet Mars is sextiling the sun and the moon. Plant some seeds, set intentions. And of course, we'll talk about this a little bit later. That's the other thing after I do your spread. I break it down week by week. I talk about all the aspects that are going to have an impact on you this month, and I pull a lot more cards. Now, you also see on the same day, what a loaded day, Venus is leaving Leo and moving into Virgo. This is going to be interesting. Venus is going to be here for most of the month. Venus is in its fall in Virgo. Venus is just, you doing what your heart desires. That's what Venus is. Venus rules love, relationships, money, creativity, beauty. Virgo is analyzing it all, deconstructing it. Like, why do I want this? Is this what I really want? And so it really is putting an analytical lens on all the themes that I just mentioned. And I also made the analogy, last time Venus was in Virgo. It's almost like you imagine you're about to kiss someone, okay? But that person stops you and they're like, wait, I want you to, can you tilt your head this way? It's better for me. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take a selfie. Can you scoot over a little bit this way? Actually, let's switch places. The sun is coming from there. I want this to be perfect. That is Venus and Virgo. All right. You're still getting the kiss. Aries, you're still getting the kiss, but again, all through this analytical lens. Now, on Wednesday, August, not, we're out of July. Wednesday, July 7th. This is really great. The Sun sextiling Jupiter, one of the best aspects of the month, if not the best. Break out the tambourines. This is optimism. This is good luck, good fortune, expanding your horizons. I love this. Your creative energy is going to be off the charts. I love this aspect for you. Sun sextiling Jupiter is really, really, really nice. And a lot of gaining new knowledge for you around this time. There could be some new goals that you have. There could be some, even just feeling, a little bit of a kick in terms of regarding the goals that you already have. There may be a lot of emphasis on love and relationships. You're definitely going to be curious about a lot of things. And it is, again, a very optimistic aspect. The same day, Mercury conjuncting Venus. This is massive. It's a great time. You may feel very social around this time. You're just going to have a lot of fun. You could get really good messages. Remember, Mercury's retrograde. So even from the past, there could be people from the past coming back into your life. All right. So in really good ways, it's Mercury conjuncting Venus. So, it really could be, maybe you left a bag of, $1 million, at your friend's house the last time you stayed there, and they come back into your life. They're like, oh, you left your bag $1 million. Here it is. Right. So anyway, this is a great aspect. And then Wednesday, August 14th. Ooh, Mars conjuncting Jupiter. Hello. Wow. This is the planet of action. Your ruling planet again. Power. Drive, all right, with the planet of good luck, good fortune, expansion, profit. Jupiter's also profit too, all right? So this is a powerful conjunction that you will likely feel up to a week before, up to a week after, all right? So you can have really good, huge growth around this time, a lot of expansion. This is big boss energy, confidence. This is that drive. A lot of things working in your favor now, especially with the action that you take. Okay. I've got to repeat that. Mars wants you to take action. So this is, again, the action that you take. Now, remember, Mars and Jupiter are in Gemini. That is your third house. Third house, communication. There could be some really big messages, important conversations that you're having that's moving the needle now. Third house is also, again, learning new things, gaining knowledge in things, becoming experts in things, but also siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, neighbors. There could be some activity around this time, as well as short distance travel. Now, let's get down to business, Aries. Let's get down to business. So the second half of August definitely has different vibes. So you see the day after Mars conjuncting Jupiter, Mars will square Saturn. All right. This is Thursday, August 15th. This is when you start feeling that squeeze. With these Saturn squares, you're going to start feeling a squeeze. And these are the two malefic planets. So you are going to feel a squeeze. It could be, this is a strong aspect. You could feel it for about a week, maybe even 2 weeks. This is the planet of Mars is also conflict, right? And Saturn is a planet of restriction. So this is where you could start feeling a little bit of restriction with your passions, also some conflict, as I mentioned earlier. And you could even feel conflicted about some things around this time. Remember, Mercury is also retrograde. So that reassessing part is significant. Really take this time. Practicing patience is also significant around this time. Work with these energies. One of the best things with Mars squaring Saturn is not being, defensive, not being reactive, not being on the offense either. No palms to the face around this time, because there could be some authority figures that are ego tripping, power tripping around this time as well. You have to remember Mars squaring Saturn is for the collective. So a lot of people, everyone's going to be feeling this. Everyone's going to be feeling this in different areas of their life. And so there could be some authority figures, some bosses that could be fishing for confrontation. They're definitely feeling the pressure. They need an outlet. Don't let them win. All right. Just grin and bear it. Grin and bear it. Avoid their bear trap, if you will. Mars is really coming in hot here. Mars is really coming in hot. So don't let anyone dictate your feelings, okay? Your emotions, your personal growth. Focus on your goals. Focus on your goals. Practice that patience. Now, Mars squaring Saturn in Pisces in your 12th house. So that is the subconscious. It is also hidden enemies. It's also facing your fears. Remember, Mars is in the 3rd house, communication, but also processing, thinking, logic. And so there could be a lot going on up here for you. When I say reassessing, also processing next steps, all right? Processing what you want. You're going to feel the Saturn squeeze. Now, over the weekend, August 17th, 18th, Mercury squaring Uranus. So Uranus is all about surprises, the unexpected, unpredictable. Mercury, again, communication here. So there could be some unexpected, surprising news that comes out of the blue around this time. Remember, Mercury's retrograde. A lot of it could have to do with something from the past. You see, Venus is also opposing Saturn. This is a great day to not start a relationship, okay? Or make a long-lasting commitment. Saturn is here saying, do you really want this? All right, I'm going to make you really work hard for this. Remember, Saturn is also discipline. You also have Venus squaring Jupiter. So you can see, first of all, how active Saturn is with these squares. Saturn, remember, is the planet of hard knocks, limitations, restrictions, but Saturn is also karma. All right. Saturn is also karma. So you work with these energies that Saturn is throwing you. You get rewarded. All right. This is a really good time to ask yourself, what are the limitations that are in my life? What are the limitations that I may have even set up for myself? Because remember, you've got your 12th house activated, the subconscious. What is the subconscious? It's where we store our memories. All right. The 12th house. Remember what I said. It's also confronting fears. It's also it's unrooting things, facing your fears. Hidden enemies are part of this as well. That's all part of the 12th house, but the 12th house is also spirituality. It's also healing. It's also intuition. So work with these energies. You will feel a little bit of a squeeze. Remember, Saturn wants that discipline from you, but Saturn does reward you. Saturn is karma. Now, Monday, August 19th, we've got that full moon in Aquarius, the same day that Jupiter will square Saturn. This, and the sun is going to square Uranus at the same time too. Right out of room. And so again, we will talk about these later after I do your spread when I break it down week by week. But the sun squaring Uranus is coming right after Mercury squaring Uranus. So this is a full moon where there, yes, can be some shakeups, some, surprises, some things that are unexpected. But remember, Uranus is also breakthroughs. So this is a time for you to focus on the breakthroughs that you want in your life. Full moons illuminate. All right. They bring things to the surface. They also culminate. So something around this time is likely going to have a shift. There could be some turning point for you. Aquarius rules your 11th house, Aries. So this can be a friendship. It can be a friendship. It can be a group that you belong to, an organization you belong to. 11th house is also hopes, wishes, dreams, your future. So there could be something here that you see differently. Remember, with the full moon that culminates. All right. So it may be, Aquarius is the future, by the way. So you could be thinking a lot about your future, especially with, what's happening around this time. For this full moon, the best thing is to think about what really, really needs to go now. What really, really needs to go now. Again, your 11th house, friends, groups you belong to, something social media related could be, if that is something that is a big part of your life. But this is no holding back now. This is a potent full moon with a lot of challenging aspects that are happening around this time and even on this day. So actually think about February 6th. Is it 6th? February 9th of this year. That's when we had the corresponding new moon in Aquarius, which incidentally, the sun was squaring Uranus at that time and the moon as well. So were there things around that time that you felt needed to be shaken loose, needed to be released, needed to be let go? All right. So just keep that in mind. Jupiter squaring Saturn is a big deal. And with the fact that Mars is squaring Saturn, Jupiter squaring Saturn, you are definitely going to feel these energies for the week. All right. Even up to, the end of the month, Jupiter expands. Saturn restricts. You've got to be flexible here. Jupiter is optimistic. Saturn is disciplined. Saturn is the fun police. Okay. Saturn is the fun police. You are playing soccer. Saturn's coming over, kicks your ball over the fence. All right. But remember, you've got to play by Saturn's rules. You got to go smile, get the ball. Maybe you're on the beach dancing with your friends, having music. Saturn comes around and says, no music on this beach. You really got to play by Saturn's rules. Okay. Saturn is really, really, really active, but don't forget, Saturn is karma. Work with your karma. You will be rewarded. Remember, this is a month practicing patience, all right, reassessing things, and at this point a lot of things that you're reassessing may kick into high gear. Now August 22nd, you see we officially move into Virgo season. We'll talk about that later. We're officially in Virgo season. Tuesday, August 27th, Venus is going to trine Uranus. So you see we have this beautiful, amazing aspect. Venus trining Uranus is massive. It's really, really, really big. Remember, Uranus is in Taurus. All right. Venus is the ruler of Taurus. So money matters. There could be some surprising, really big surprises in money. Okay. You could have it around this time. Venus obviously is also love and relationships. So, as well as breakthroughs that you were seeking. Wednesday, August 27th, you see Mercury officially goes direct. And then another day, we actually end the month. I didn't have room to write it here. We end the month with Venus trining Pluto. That was the mind blown emoji. This is absolutely amazing, and you're going to feel this for a few days. Okay, this is intimacy, this is romance, this is feeling really empowered. This is definitely going to be really, really nice. Relationships are going to be you're going to feel really deeply here. All right, there is this intensity that Pluto brings, and if you are here for money as well. All right, remember Venus and Pluto both have elements of money that they rule. So big month, Aries. Let's get to it. And again, there are so many other aspects that we have a Mercury Kazemi, so many other aspects that are happening this month that I didn't have time to go over. So we will definitely do it after I do your spread. Okay. When I break it down week by week. So Aries, let's get to it. Let's see what's going on for you, for Aries and Aries rising and Aries moon. If you want to read for any other placements in your chart, you are absolutely welcome to. So Aries, let's do it. Let's see what's going on for you for August 2024. Aries, look at me getting down to business, closing my eyes and everything. Aries, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread, offers the best overview. All right. Now, and if we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will. Secondly, Aries, y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for being here. This is going to be a very, very, very pivotal month, like I said. But I do love this new moon in Leo for you as well. And when we'll talk, and again, we'll talk about that. We'll break it all down. So, Aries, yes, there is definitely going to be something here that you are, there's going to be some big energies here where you're going to have to do some healing. All right. A lot of healing work for you. And it could be pretty, even down to like a psychological level, really going within, really going deep this month. Now, you got the Chariot. All right. But you see everything is going to work out. I mean, like, you're going to be fine. You're going to be good. You got the Chariot. Okay. So boom, moving forward. Nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop you now. You're really going for it. The Chariot, this is having that willpower. This is having that confidence I was talking about earlier. There is so much confidence with a lot of the aspects this month, and you're Aries, y'all are confident anyway, but this is just not letting anything get in your way. This is learning a lot through your journey, especially like I said, the past 6 months. You could have just learned a lot. You could have entered new areas of your life. Don't forget the North Node has been in your sign, Aries. You are going through personal transformation anyway. So this is really nice because this is balancing those dualities in your life, really having that stabilization. Okay, remember Saturn is also stability, so a lot of that is going to be brought to the surface this month as well. All right, so I love this for you. This is going after your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, just continuing forward, never looking back. All right, now I say that because you don't want to look back. You've got the 5 of Cups here in the heart of your spread. So yes, is there going to be... So here's the thing. Remember what I said, Mercury retrograde. A lot of the things from the past, including people, resurface, all right? And there could be something that really resonates with you this month. You can see the figure here looking at the spilled cups. Can't even see the 2 full cups behind him. All right. So the 5 of cups is, 5 is a challenge card. All right. Or a number, 5 represents challenge and even conflict. So there could be something that happens this month as well that you see as something that you're losing. All right. Now, cups are emotions, it's feelings, it's also love, it's also intuition. So trust your intuition. There really could be some challenges this month in terms of like conflict. I'm getting some energetically another person. All right, there could be someone else involved. There could be someone here. I'm going to show you something here. 2 of Cups referencing, or the 2 cups here referencing the 2 of Cups, which is love. It's 2 souls inhabiting one body. It's super conscious energy. All he has to do is pick up the cups, cross the bridge, go home, right? Turn on Love is Blind, whatever you want to watch, okay? But, the Beatles, dance into it. Just having those moments where you can reflect and do that emotional healing, all right? You even see the water under the bridge. There you go. So there is going to be something here where you may be looking back at. Here's the thing. A lot of y'all, and this is why I did say, practice patience. You don't want to be too defensive. You don't want to be on the offensive. It's a month where there can be that kind of energy, especially when we get mid-month. A big energy that's coming through is that it could have been you. It could have been you that knocked over the cups, all right, that kicked them over. Something wasn't working. You may have, really had that reactive moment. Again, your ruling planet Mars is very active, and the Mars squaring Saturn it's challenging. All right, it's again the 2 malefic planets, so just be mindful, practice patience, but have that sense of healing. Remember, you have Saturn and Pisces in your 12th house, the subconscious, so unroot the things that you have to unroot. All right, and then you're going to be golden. with the King of Pentacles clarifying the Five of Cups. So another thing that's coming up is that, yes, that is money. That's the richest king. This is abundance. It's a lot of abundance. It's what you want to look the other direction for. This is a king who is very practical, very pragmatic. And the beautiful thing about this king is that the King of Pentacles is Taurus. You even see the bulls in his throne. Remember, Taurus rules your second house. Money. Money, 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 money. So this is really great. He holds a golden scepter that brings all this abundance. This is confidence as well. You see his hand over the pentacle. He's owning his wealth. This is also, yes, spiritual wealth as well. All right. So remember, practice that patience in anything that has to go. Don't let your past dictate your present. Don't let your past dictate your future. All right. Remember, this is a month to work with some challenging energies. You do have the Two of Pentacles in your challenge area as well. So there is that sense of, there could be something in terms of, look, you've got the Chariot here. Remember, I talked about the two Sphinxes. It didn't even matter which direction the Sphinxes go. You're in charge. You're in charge here. All right. So hold onto that energy, that, again, that self-confidence. I've got this. I'm part of it. I'm going through this personal growth, spiritual growth. Two of Pentacles here. All right. Pentacles. There could be something here with money. Could be something with jobs as well. Career. There could be some big changes in career that you may experience this month. And I say that because the Two of Pentacles is Capricorn. This is a Capricorn card. Capricorn. We just came out of that really strong, potent full moon in Capricorn. And that's your 10th house of career, fame, public recognition, honors, achievements. Now, don't drop the ball is a message coming through. Don't fumble the ball. Just continue to move forward and work with those dualities. Should there be any dualities, even feeling pulled in two different directions is another energy coming through. This is all of, the Two of Pentacles is all about things coming together. All right. Things coming together, even having that balance. This is one of the most imbalanced cards in tarot. You can even see the Pentacles are a little sideways. The waves are off. He's got a foot off the ground. So that stability is so important. And it comes with your emotional healing and you moving forward and seeing what awaits for you on the other side, because you have the Five of Swords in your crown. So there could be this sense of this tug of war energy. Remember, I said your third house and your 12th house they're both going to be very activated, especially when we get mid-month. So what do I do? Is this direction? And remember, Mars, your ruling planet, can be aggressive. It can be aggressive. And it's squaring Saturn. That's, again, the fun police. So there is a sense where you may not like this restriction, but again, you have to work with Saturn's rules the second half of the month. Now, the other thing is, yes, with other people, like I said earlier, you even see the two people here, all right, with the main figure. So yes, this is another conflict card, another challenge card, and it may have to do with two things. One, like I said earlier, a friendship, a group that you belong to, organization you belong to. This card is attributed to Aquarius. It could also have to do with, your long-term goals, your hopes, your dreams, something conflicting. There could definitely be something here where, when you look at everything that's happening here, just try not to be reactive. All right. And, I'll even clarify that for you. When you can practice that patience, when you can drop your swords like everyone else has, should you feel you need it. And again, a lot of y'all it may not even be, it just not a conflict in your physical world. It can just be up here. All right. Up here. But when you drop that, you've got so much waiting on the other side for you. Ace of Cups. We call this the Holy Grail. We say this is the heart of tarot. You see the 5 streams here. This is all your senses. This is all your emotions. This is Ace is ushering in these new changes, new beginnings, the new opportunities. This is love on a whole other level. This is nirvanic. This is that type of joy that makes you cry. You even see, it looks like, you see, I'm going to pull up you see the streams and then the droplets that do look like tears. There's that refresh. You can see things clearly. All right. Whenever anyone, has those tears, but this is tears of joy. And again, it can have to do with partnerships. It can have to do with relationships. It can be work. It can be love for you, but there's something brewing here. If you can move forward, be very diplomatic about things. Remember, Venus is also active this month. That's what Venus wants. Now, you have the Seven of Swords here. So yes, there definitely can be some energy of where, again, you see him being very defensive. And so there could be something that you feel really, really restricted and you're just not happy with it. The other thing is this is actually really good for some of y'all. It's standing your ground. It's drawing a line in the sand. This is saying no. All right. But remember, work with those Saturn energies this month. All right. This is a time where you really want to remember it's karma. So working with your karma, but it does seem like that people may be coming after you. That may be a reason why you do something. It could be something as in, colleagues, your boss, they may be, questioning you or coming after you for something. It could be a lover. It could be a relationship. It could be your children. It is well, this card is attributed to Leo, by the way. So your fifth house, so family, children anyway. But even there could be some blockages in creativity. Even like, how do I find my way out of this situation? Because some creative blocks as well that's coming through. But just definitely stand your ground, but diplomatically. All right. Yeah, it definitely can have to do with money. Oh yeah. Listen, this is putting everything in order. Okay. So there is a sense of standing your ground diplomatically. You have the Four of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so this is stability. This is structure, putting in order, putting the foundations of your life in order. All right, and career as well. Now you have the Six of Pentacles here. All right, so generosity, spiritual wealth. This is that spiritual wealth. I really love that you also see in the King of Pentacles. That's a lot of material wealth too, by the way, mostly material wealth, but I'm feeling the spirituality for you. I mean, you got the Ace of Cups. Anyway, listen, that balance is going to be really important. That structure is going to bring that balance in your life. Remember, you've got the Two of Pentacles in your challenge area. You want to have that stability. You want to have that balance. You even see the scale in the man's hand here. All right. So working with those energies, but when you work with those energies, when you build this structure and focus on this structure and stability in your life, you see what it leads to. All right. This even gratitude, this feeling of gratitude, things harmonizing for you, especially in a financial sense with all these pentacles here. Now, justice in your future, you're going to be fine. Remember, I said Saturn is karma. Saturn rewards you. Justice, highly associated with karma. So you're going to be fine. This is, but definitely take those actions to get to this part. All right. Now, balance seems like a big theme for you with the Two of Pentacles in your challenge area. You've got the Six of Pentacles here with him holding the scale. You have the one other scale. There's only two scales in tarot in the Justice in the Judge's hand here. So there definitely can be something with relationships, partnerships. It can be career, it can be love, one-on-one, whatever resonates with you, because you have a lot of it here. And then you've got justice in your future, which is attributed to Libra, partnerships and relationships. Remember, South Node is in Libra. For you, that's partnerships and relationships, something you've got to let go. Okay. But this karmic cycle that you're moving into, let's get to your stuff. Oh, Aries. Oh my goodness. What a month. This is going to be a really big month. This is going to be, it's going to be a big month for everybody. And so I don't want you to feel like this is just you that's going through it. It's definitely a game-changing month. And if you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Sorry, I've got to say my lines. And I love y'all. Aries, y'all are amazing. And you're going to be absolutely fine. Yeah. When I say take action, you are going to take action. It's almost like a no-brainer for a month like this with your ruling planet so active. Wow. Yeah. You're going to take action and everything is going to change for you this month. Now, you got the Knight of Pentacles, which is great. What is this saying? It's saying practice patience. This is the most patient knight. Knights are all active, by the way. You see that his horse is really not going anywhere. He's patient. He's sown his seeds in the biggest field in tarot, okay? Waiting to reap his rewards no matter how long it takes. So again, that structure, that stability, this long-term energy, commitment energy, especially with pentacles. All right. So it's something that you will be thinking about this month. And it's something that I want you to prioritize this month, that stability, that in terms of thinking about things long-term as well, especially from a financial perspective with all these pentacles. You also got the Four of Swords. Very interesting. Four of Swords attributed to Libra right next to Justice, which is Libra. Again, there can be something here with partnerships and relationships or just someone else involved. There's someone else involved here, but this is stillness of mind. Have that time. Have that time. All right. And it could be someone else that is part of this. Maybe y'all will need to take like a little breather. Just don't do anything hasty. All right. That's what Mars wants you to do. All right. Mars is that come at me, bro energy, especially with aspects like this. But this is that stillness of mind, that peace, that calm. That's what the Four of Swords is. Aligning your chakras, working with those energies, spirituality, really, really going deep, trusting your intuition. You got the Wheel of Fortune, absolutely amazing. This card, as we know, is attributed to Jupiter. Good fortune, good luck, and new paths opening for you. This is you did Jupiter expands. Now, this is a 10 when 0 equals 1, new beginning. It seems like you want all this luck. You want all of this. You basically want a new path to open for you. And it may be something that you're manifesting, setting intentions for. Remember that new moon in Leo, that's going to happen August 4th. You really want to set intentions. That one's really great. Now, and again, another reference to that stability with the 4 fixed signs in the corners of the world here, or in the wheel here. So stability, balance, big themes for you this month. And then lastly, you got the Magician and your final outcome. So there you go. There you go. There is your, the things that you want, anything that you want to manifest, you're going to have that power to do it. So take action. The Magician is a card of action. All right. Magician is, you see all 4 tools of tarot at its disposal. Whatever you want. All right. You see the swords, you see the wands, you see the cups, the pentacles, whatever you want. Is it money? Is it career? Is it love, relationships? Whatever you want. Where do you want to put all that energy? But remember to take that action, because with that action that you take, infinite possibilities, Magician kicking off this new journey. So you are definitely going to experience some big change this month. All right. But this is really, that's excellent. All right. And again, when I say take action, mixed, it's like that blend of the spiritual action, spiritual growth, personal growth, as well as your physical world. Okay, now let's break it down week by week. Aries, first week of August. We actually kick it off with the Venus squaring Uranus on August 2nd. So if you are in a relationship, this could be the very first test. All right. There could be something here that is unexpected. Someone may want their freedom around this time. That's what Uranus is. But at the same time, if you are working with this energy, this is a time where you could just try something exciting, try something new, have a breakthrough around this time. All right. Remember that, by the way, the sun is opposite Pluto from the end of July. So you may be feeling that energy too. Now, August 4th, we have that new moon in Leo. This is really, really, really nice. This is a very stimulating new moon that I love. This is happening in your 5th house of love, relationships, romance, joy, pleasure, recreation, creativity, self-expression. There's so much here that is just so sweet for you. Set intentions on this day. And then, as I mentioned, Venus moves into Virgo, and then Mercury goes retrograde in Virgo. All right. All on the same day. So with Mercury going retrograde in Virgo, there could be some, health matters, your routines, pets, work, a lot of reassessing things in that area, or in that area of your life. But also remember that very analytical air that Mercury in Virgo brings, very detailed, really just identifying problems. All right, just kind of like looking under the hood of the car. But if you don't know anything that's under the hood, really, really wanting to know, that's Mercury in Virgo. Like, you'll know the difference between the engine and the coolant, or whatever. You get what I'm saying. Now, then you've got August 7th, the sun in Leo, sextiling Jupiter and Gemini. I absolutely love this. Definitely expect some expansion around this time. Remember, this is just Oh, wow. This is really, really, really nice. And it can be with something that just brings you a lot of pleasure and joy and something in your material world. There could also, as I mentioned, Jupiter's also profit. There's definitely a lot of spiritual growth and expansion around this time. And then you've got Mercury conjuncting Venus. This is, again, love, money, creativity. All of these themes can be really heightened for you now. You can find a lot of activity here. You could hear news, great news around this time. Really get really great messages. So, Aries, let's see what's going on for you for the first week of August. Oh, you got the Five of Wands. All right. So, with the Five of Wands, that is a Leo card. So, definitely, this is another. So you've got three fives here, right? You've got three fives. So there's definitely going to be a little bit of that tug of war energy that I talked about. A lot of egos at play, especially with, the sun opposite Pluto, a lot of ego. Remember, the sun is ego, by the way. And so that's what this card is. It's just a lot of egos. It's a lot of egos at play. So there's got to be one person that rises above. Someone that says, hey, y'all, we got to get along. We got to see eye to eye. Or maybe there's too many cooks in the kitchen. Someone that just puts order in this very, very not worth your time chaos. And I say not worth your time because it's just kids swinging their wands in the air. Ego. So there could also be something very competitive that may come up the first week. It feels a little bit more friendly. It feels like friendly competition. And when I say competition, it also could be something as in like you sending out resumes. If you're applying for a job, you're not the only one. So that could be something else as well. And it could just, because you have so much cerebral activity this month, that could be something too. But, I'll clarify that one for you. You avoid that and then you'll be fine. Listen, everything you see, everything here is saying avoid conflict, avoid challenge, avoid, drop swords if you feel like, "Argh." You see that. Every single card clarified that's saying that. Okay. Now you got the Fool. So now we know with the Magician and the Fool here, you are definitely, and don't forget the Chariot, the Ace of Cups. You're definitely, changes are happening. Changes are happening. The Fool. This is so much innocence with the Fool. This is card zero. What is zero? Zero is nothing, but what's nothing? Everything. This is beginning this spiritual growth, this spiritual journey, this journey through the major arcana. This is the full abundance of the sun. So a lot of optimism in this card. Sun in Leo is optimistic. So if you feel like you're getting your head a lot, write things down, do things that make you able to put things on paper so your things are not taking up too much headspace. But you've got this new journey that you're going on. Now, second week of August 14th. Yes, Mars conjuncting Jupiter. Write this one down. This is a very inspiring aspect. A lot of confidence here. This is where major big things can happen for you. Things expanding in your world. Things, you having the drive and that courage for success. This is definite success here. Mercury is going to be retrograding back in Leo. So now there could be a focus on recreations, creativities, or your creativity, even hobbies. You may go back to some, hobbies that you loved in the past and then remember romance, exes, things like that could come up. And then we get to the 15th, 17th, 18th, 18th. Let's group that all together. Mars squaring Saturn. There's going to be some lessons to be learned with Saturn here, with your ruling planet Mars as well. So definitely learn those lessons, but keep your frequencies high as well. Mercury squaring Uranus, and then you have, we have the Sun conjunct Mercury. So we have this Mercury cazimi on the 18th. So this is really great because there could be some clarity. So I'm like, okay, I see the missing picture, or what's missing in the picture around this time. You've got Venus opposite Saturn, Venus squaring Jupiter. All of these will break down in your weekly reading. So let's see what's going on for you for the second week of August. Oh, you got the 2-1. So yeah, planning. This is really great. This is really interesting that you got the 2 of Wands. Actually, one reason why is because it is your card. That card is attributed to Mars and Aries. I love this is all about planning. This is planning your next step, setting your goals, going after your goals, but really planning things out, mapping things out. Remember, Mercury retrograde is really reassessing things too. All right. You see, you've got the world in hand. So, really, really thinking things through. Let's see what's going on. All right. So, third week of August, we have the full moon in August on Monday. Okay. Now, you know that Jupiter, the ruler of Pisces, will be squaring Saturn in Pisces. So, how do you see your role the role that you play in the collective unconscious? I mean, there is so much happening around this time, but just remember this full moon is going to illuminate. There is a sense of something radical, revolutionary. That's what Aquarius is. This could be your big breakthrough. You freeing yourself from some things as well. Thursday, we move into Virgo season. So this is a lot of emphasis on your daily activities and even, health and fitness. Being grounded, right? We'll talk about this more in the weekly forecast. Venus will square Mars. Huge. Okay. This is really big. This is where, when I say be diplomatic, that's what Venus wants. You have Venus squaring Mars. We like it when these planets get along. Everybody does. But this is that impulsive energy. It can be with a relationship. Just having compromise is going to be a good thing around this time. And then on August 23rd, Mercury sextile Mars. Absolutely amazing. We're going to talk about this more in the weekly forecast. This is just passion. This is passion with your mind. All right. Negotiations, communications can be really heightened for you this time. So let's see what's going on for you, Aries, for the third week of August. You got the Nine of Swords. Oh, you got the Nine of Swords. So this is very interesting that's happening because this is the week of the full moon in Aquarius, where you have Jupiter squaring Saturn, Mars squaring Saturn, all those really strong energies. So Nine of Swords is just saying anything that you may feel like weighing you down at this point, especially processing things, thinking about things. Really, really think about it and get to a point where you feel comfortable getting out of this bed. And remember what I said, facing your fears. If should any come up around this time, you see that's what's happening here. And again, someone else is involved here. And it seems like someone may be putting you in this place where you are maybe overanalyzing things. Remember, Mercury is retrograde in Virgo, but even still, Mercury's retrograde in Leo at this point. So yes, it could be love, relationships. It could be something with family, children, creativity, all of those things that I mentioned earlier. But this card is actually attributed to Mars in Gemini, and Mars is in Gemini. Your ruling planet is in Gemini. Your third house of thinking, logic. So swords, the mental suit, the air suit. So remember, this card is all about it. You want to take those swords out one by one. All right. So there's no train leaving a station. This is a month where you want to practice patience, and there is going to be a slowdown that you feel. All right. So take that time to really process things. And this is, again, when you look at everything that's happening here, there could be something, if you act impulsively, you may regret. There could be something that someone does that tries to make you feel, low energy frequencies. And I'll clarify this one for you too, Aries. Let's see let me clarify the Nine of Swords for you. Nine of Cups. Okay. So yeah. You see everything happening here? There's a lot of love, relationships, energy that's happening this month for you. And again, if you're not here for love or relationships, it can be in a career capacity because you have a lot of energy there. Your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, even friendships is a big thing. Something platonic, but Knight of Cups, Mr. Romance himself. So there really could be something here. If you can be, have meaningful conversations, diplomatic, have that healing, have that compromise, being very authentic, okay, with yourself, in certain situations, you're going to be fine. Not a Cubs, dreamy, very dreamy. He's actually, Pisces. Remember Saturn in Pisces. You have all these Saturn squares, your 12th house up here. So working with things that are going on up here, what's going to help fulfill you emotionally? But it does seem like, looking at what's happening here, you're on this new journey this month, but then there is also something with partnerships, relationships that may be happening here, but if you can work with these energies, you see what's on the other side. Now, the last week of August, I love the 27th with Venus trining Uranus. There could be some surprising, amazing breakthroughs in love and money. And then the 28th, we have Venus opposite Neptune. This is very interesting. This is just be mindful of deception, manipulative energy, especially with a partner, especially in love, especially with creativity. Remember, Neptune is illusion, delusion, confusion. It is retrograde at 29 degrees, over idealizing some things around this time as well. But the other thing is, this is a great aspect in terms of enjoying the arts. Okay. Really, I mean, that could be that healing aspect with another person, going to a movie, going to a museum. Really, Neptune is imagination. And it is a good time to trust your intuition. On the same day, Mercury finally goes direct. Thursday, July 29th, Venus trining Pluto. This is power in love. This is such a strongly joyful aspect. Really deep feelings in love, intimacy, romance. But also, again, it can be platonic. Money could be on your mind too around this time. Something about investments here for you. Keep that in mind. We'll talk about more in your weekly forecast, but let's see what's going on for you, Aries, for the last week of August. Oh, you got the Tower. All right. So, yeah, it does seem like that there is going to be something that, remember how I said you've got Saturn that's in some really challenging aspects this month. Saturn in Pisces in your 12th house, your subconscious, also facing fears and like hidden enemies as well. And 12th house is also self-sabotage energy, by the way, but the Tower is attributed to Mars. You also remember Mars is squaring Saturn, and Mars is very active this month. So there is going to be something that is maybe this is a card of like chaos, destruction, a lot of, remember, egos at play this month as well. But you see the lightning striking the crown that represents ego off that tower here. But this is the Tower. This is the Tower moment. It happens for you, not to you. All right. Remember what comes after the Tower, the star. There's also a lot of images here, or the details here, that correspond directly to like the tree of life. There's so much, but yeah, there could be something that you see unfavorably that happens, and it could be unexpected that happens around this week. All right. But remember, once that Tower is gone, you have your fears. It's like dismantling of your fear. All right. And then there is this new beginning, and I'm going to clarify this one for you too, Aries. Oh my goodness, what a month for you. All right, so let's see. Yeah, and then you got the King of Swords, where you are in that seat of power, especially with the way that you're seeing things, thinking things. Remember, Mercury has gone direct at this point. King of Swords is also Aquarius, so remember, there can be something with your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, where you are just like, okay, this is no nonsense. The King of Swords is no nonsense. He is ready to strike. He's got that power. He's got that authority. He's clever. He's strategic. Brilliant ideas. This is great. Okay, so you got a big month ahead of you, Aries. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, let me know what is going on. Next week, we'll go deeper into these aspects. Thanks so much, Aries. I'll see you next week. All right, bye-bye.